One, a lot of women don't understand the relationship with men. You can be very great at sex, but you don't know how to relate with him. And that's why we see women, people saying, remove sex from a relationship, and women have nothing to offer in the relationship. So, who is a man? How do you deal with men? That's why most girls go like, see, I can never sit down, men date me, sleep with me, and they go. Sometimes it's not we sit down, sometimes it's you not knowing how to handle a man. Mr. Kabaka's Demokola, you want very, very stable men, strong men of character, but that man of character and strong man cannot deal with some stupidity women go through. Tomanyi bejibogera muno musajja, bajjiwo tomanyi bakwata musajja, bwaba oba oyogera nayogera ng'ayogera ne mutabani wo oba ne brother wo. You forget to understand that men are traditional, ne waba yasoma nnyo n'abali basigala baagala ekitiibwa, basigala balina bye batasobola kutolerating. So when you find a man that is emotionally astute, they cannot deal with some stupidity. So women have this problem with emotional intelligence. If you as a woman you're not emotionally intelligent, no man can stay. What emotional intelligence means, it doesn't matter how bad we have a relationship with you, must talk to me. It doesn't matter how I didn't deal with your emotional stability, support the word doesn't take away the fact that I'm still your man. Bw'oba wanyigidde nga tetwakwasaganye bulungi tekitegeeza nti ate tojja kumpa sex because you're mad at me. That's a sign of emotional intelligence problems. Kati gwe nojja nowekwasa abasajja bandekawo, men leave me. No. Do you know how to deal with a man? That's what I want to teach you today. How do you deal with a man? Men are hidden gemstones. 90% of men know who they are and know who they want. But the danger is most women don't know who they are and they don't know who they want. When a man finds who they want, they stay. They don't know what they want, but when they find who they want, they will stay. So you as a girl, you be in the phase of, I want this kind of man, I want this kind of man. Just shortly before you get that kind of man, you start behaving a certain way. You don't talk to them as you're supposed to talk to them. Why aren't you with the man? Why isn't the man staying? Now your problem is not because you're cast. Now your problem is knowing how to deal with the male gender. Male gender is different from you. Obeera n'abawala bane munyumyanyumya ebyammwe n'olowooza nti bwogenda oyisa omusajja nga bw'oyisa muganda w'omulenzi si bw'oyisa omusajja ayagala okuwasa. Because men have, they're spiritual in nature. Abeera naye n'awulira ekibeera n'agamba ono nga sijja musobola. A man knows on the first date that gwe oli wakuzinamu. They will know. On the second date they know, oh no, she can be I can think about it. On the third night they've made up their mind. This one, let's just have sex, I will not marry. Men are spiritual, they know. I've actually heard those stories of married men who keep on saying that the day I met my wife, I knew she was the one. You've heard those stories? Men know. Weeks start now disappearing and all that, no, something is wrong with. He knew that I cannot deal with this madness. A series. I give series like a 7 series session of knowing what to do when you've not met a man. Sex is not the point. We're everywhere. But how do you deal with the male gender? Point 1, withdraw from your emotions and start dealing with them, because men are logical, they're not emotional. So when you want to bring your emotional bit into it too much, the logical man says, I can't. Withdraw your emotion and be who you are. Be raw. Like ngozeko bino makeup ngojeko biwasoma, be raw. Awutanza okumanaging omusajja. Ekyokubiri, ne bw'obanga wulira kyakoze tekikkirizibwa mu bulamu bwo nga oli munyiivu nnyo to the never change your tone, never change how you speak to them. They're still your man if you want them to stay. Bwe mba nina byenkoze bitake n'otandika okumbitolinga in speech and in action, many men are going to be the same for you. All men are users, but you don't know how to deal with their ego. The other thing is, you need to understand that your withdrawal from him helps you study the kind of man he is. But when you're too intertwined, you're much in love, butterflies all over, oh, it's nice, you forget who you are, you forget who he is. No better confused. When you withdraw a bit and kill the excitement, kill it, and start relating with him with Wisdom. Wisdom is a principal thing here. Relationship is intelligence. Now wisdom. Not kabina, not kusika, not too much water. No. Here upstairs.
Yeah.
But many women, they think it's kasolo. They think it's how my lipstick, my eyebrows, my hair. No. The body is just the casing. You can have your bum and they still leave you. And you find a woman, sorry to use the word, who is deformed, not even bummy, flat woman, married and happy. The body is just a casing. Forget about your body. Forget about how cute you are. Your education, your status, your money is nothing to a man. Run away from it. How do you use your money to keep a relationship? I didn't say give the man money. Intelligence requires you to know that how do I balance my stability, that I don't come off as if I'm independent, and how do I balance my neediness to not to come off like you have to strike a balance between independence and kajanja, between interdependence and a beggar. If you don't listen to this. So I'm giving you that period of time. We're going to go through this series of knowing how to deal with a man. Relating with a man is a principal thing, and very many women, even in marriage, don't know how to relate with their husbands. That's why they are happy in the 1 week. The second 3 weeks, they are mad, they're not talking because they're emotionally immature. Separate who the person is and what they have done. Separate who you are from what has been said to you. From now on, we're going to go through that series, and it will help you understand that men are not from Mars. Men are beings that have blood too. While you're dealing with your emotions, they have their intellect to also follow, because for them they are logical. When you're crying because I have not bought you flowers, it's thinking, wait, does this girl know that I just bought her a phone? I didn't buy flowers. Logically, it doesn't make sense. While you're busy ranting about me not calling you on your birthday, I bought you beautiful stuff. I've been supporting you in many ways. Actually, I pay your rent. But this time you send me said yaka is off. You're so mad because I didn't buy yaka. Yet I pay your rent. No, just those little things.
Common sense.
Wait, I bought you a phone, but because you drove to my place and we had sex and I didn't give you fuel, you're like, this guy is. Meanwhile, I take care of you throughout the day, throughout different things. That's intelligence. And many women lack this. That's why many relationships are ending. That's why we have so many single mothers, so many separated, so many single girls, because they have not delved into themselves to know how do I deal with a man. And how to deal with a man is an inner work. You inner engineer yourself. Your happiness does not depend on the relationship. Your happiness must be outside the relationship. So from now on, remember.